Chris, you're
The
here on.
night.
What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. It's your boy Brad. The BrettMan's over there. Chris is down here. We have a fun show tonight because we're tackling not one but two Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, that's right. We're going to be talking about Friday the 13th Wienerville. No, sorry, that messed me up. We're going to be talking about Friday the 13th Part 7. Of course, A New Blood, and Friday 13th Part 8, a double whammy review night. Reason being, because we fell behind last week, but we're back in business. We're catching up. And honestly, at this point, the movies are getting kind of weirder and weirder. So it might be how, I don't know, how it might end up being what the new norm. But either way, we'll see what happens. We're excited about talking about both of these movies, though, because there's a lot to talk about for both movies. I can't wait to get into it, boys. How y'all feeling tonight?
Like my stomach is going to punch out my chest.
Okay.
What's that, man? You got impregnated by an alien?
No, God, I'd rather that than indigestion. I can't even talk. Indigestion. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is acting all funky, so I am not sure what's going on. So I'll do the best I can on my end. We're about to have a storm on my end, so that's probably why my Wi-Fi is acting a little funky. But other than that, doing good. How are you gents doing?
Dude, I'm vibing with
baby.
the evening,
I'm ready
man,
to rock out with all three of our cocks out. I've been waiting on this day. Can't wait to get into Part 8. One of my favorites, man.
Hell yeah. So let's not waste any time. Let's say hello to everybody. And for next week, I will do the proper introduction for our new Good Real Hunting members. So YouTube, it's just, again, we got to do 2 reviews tonight. So we got to speed this along a pretty good speed. So these are going to be just rapid fire hellos. But the first hellos are going to our first 10 of the new month for new memberships for free. So I will be sure to get y'all shout outs and onto the card next week. We got Atanas. What's going on there, Atanas? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well. We got Ashton. Join the Discord link. The Discord link is in the description down below. What's so funny?
Huh?
I was like, damn it. I was like, my Wi-Fi is so bad. I might have to bounce if this Wi-Fi keeps up. Let's see here. We got Chester. What's going on there, Chester? How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well. We got La Mantra. What's going on there, La Mantra? How are you doing? Let's see here. Sebastian, a brand new YouTube member. What's going on there, Sebastian? Appreciate you, my friend. I'll get everything updated for next week. We got Gory Tiger. What's going on there, Gory? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well with you. We got Lenny. What's going on there, Lenny? How are you doing? Chris is frozen on my screen, but I know it's me, so I'm going to keep moving on. We got Brooke. What's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well with you. We got Gene Whitcomb. What's going on there, Gene? How are you doing? We got Valerie. What's going on there, Valerie? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well. We got the lovely horror couple of Kaylee and Robbie. What's going on there, horror couple? How are you doing? Hopefully all's going well with you. To the both of you, that is. And that is all I am seeing at the moment. If we have anybody else here, we'll be sure to say our hellos.
Yes, and we're excited to have you here tonight. and hope you're ready. Hope you're ready for a fun time.
Be ready to take your pants off.
God,
Mine are already off.
I'm going to
Mine
back
are
out,
already
go
off.
back in.
Hey,
It ain't going to change anything,
all
buddy,
right.
because Chris is going to be as wild as ever. But anyway,
Mm.
okay, so we got some ads to show. Let's see if Bert got them up. We can probably go ahead and start rolling into it. We only did a couple for each movie, or maybe not even that many, because we were just, again, we got 2 movies to cover. We're not going to waste a lot of time. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to rock and roll. We got, let's see, which one is part 7?
The first one.
The very first one? All right, cool.
Nope.
That's not it.
No, it's not.
No,
Hey,
no.
stop it. That's why
Stop
stop it. Stop.
Whoa.
That's why.
All right, here we go.
I'm in charge. That's why I'm in
Now
Here we
charge.
wait a
go. Here we
second.
go.
I'm clicking something here too.
We got the Camp Crystal Lake director of telekinesis, Birdie Boy, making a reappearance here, deep in the woods, teaching students all about telekinesis. Man, Birdie, what do you got to say about this?
Well, I'll tell you this, Fo. I gotta do my Hank Hill voice. Like, let me all tell you something about director of telekinesis. I have such powers of telekinesis. After 24 minutes of just learning on YouTube on how to do telekinesis, but I have perfected this program where now I'm the official director of the telekinesis program of Camp Crystal Lake. So if you want to have my powers like my prime student, freaking Tina, you need to join my class today.
What about, why don't you get on your knees and tell me you love me? Or whatever you said that one time. Anyway, all right. Anyway, no, it's great.
Yes, I can get behind.
Man, I want to see those bloopers again at some point. All right, let's move on. That's the only one we got from part 7. Again, we're keeping it pretty simple here tonight. We're part 8. Chris, tell us about this one right here, man. Are you still there, Chris?
It says spaces are limited. Belief is not. Can you, motherfucker? Let's talk about Birdie with the fucking Wi-Fi troubles over here,
I was
man.
like, it's going to be in your area too, so I'm not surprised by that.
I was wondering what the hell was going on over here. Well, anyway, okay, so this is advertising the Jason's NYC tours. Obviously, you start daily. They have cruises going out daily from Crystal Lake all the way to the NYC. Which this is a whole slew of issues, which we'll get into here in a little bit once we get to part 8 officially. But pretty good deal to go from Crystal Lake. $66.60 for adults and only $13 for kids. That's a win. It's a 3-hour boat ride. Honestly, I feel like it should be more than that, but it's all right.
There we go.
Any thoughts on this?
Me, I'll sign up for that tour. I don't care, because I think they have a dance floor at this Manhattan tour.
Yeah, there's a dance floor, and you could tear it up. Speaking of dance floor,
man. Hey, my dance moves from Part 4 skit. Yeah, look at that. What do you think Jason's dancing to?
It looks like he's doing that. What's that one from the Bee Gees or whatever? Staying alive. Anyway.
I thought it was the Dancing Queen because he looks like a Dancing Queen mofo.
He does, man. And I didn't realize Chris was gone for this because this was one he came up with. It's
he'll appreciate it still.
Well, he just said that it basically had they gotten Jason on the dance floor earlier in the movie would have ended after 20 minutes. I agree. And we got one more ad here. This one is peak Jason. Basically, he's got a dentist. He has a dentist, and he goes there 3 times a week. They put chiclets in for his teeth. They fixed him right up, dude. A little before and after action down there, Birdie Boy. What do you think, my friend?
Man, I think he just needs a new set of teeth. Look at that. That is one ugly looking motherfucker. But I guarantee you, after going to the sewer dentist, I bet he's going to have a prickly white smile before he kills his next victim. Kill him with a bright little ding, blind their eyes, and then get a good old machete slash, man. That's what I think.
I definitely think after he sticks these chiclets in, the best aroma that this guy's putting off is straight from his mouth for sure. It's the freshest thing he's got. All right.
I'm
Anyway,
not
that's
sure.
our ads.
I'm not sure that's that flesh, but flesh. But let me go ahead and let's see here. Okay, let me say hello to three more people, then we'll get started. Nanette, what's going on there? Nanette, how are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. We got Simbacho, what's going on there? Simbacho, how are you doing? Hopefully all is going well with you. And we got Aging Gracefully 80s. What's going on there? Aging. Hopefully you are aging gracefully in your 80s. So I don't think you're 80, but you know what I mean. So anyway, so Brad, you ready to start?
Let's get into it, man. Let's just take a minute first. Let's jump into Friday 13th Part 7. We'll do the first half of the show of that, then we'll transition over to Part 8. And right out the chute, I thought jumping into this movie, Birdie Boy, the very best part of this movie. Obviously, this is a follow up to 6. This is the second time. No, this is the first time Jason is at the bottom of the lake at the beginning of a movie. But I think the best part of this movie, the absolute best part of this movie, is the opening 5 minutes, which is a montage of all the better movies in this franchise, showing Jason, from a very early age, sackhead. You got the Part 4 Jason, you got the Part 6 Jason. I think it's cool. They had a little narration. Always been one of my favorite parts of this movie. This is one of the ones I watched as a kid as well. And I just always remember, because at the time I hadn't seen all of them. Saw 6 and 4, obviously, but I remember this little montage showing little clips of movies I hadn't seen, and I was always so into it. Very cool way to bring people up to speed, bring some continuity ish to the franchise. So I like that. What do you think about it?
Dude, I actually like that because we're at the middle point of the franchise, so we kind of need a refresh tune of what's going on in this franchise. So, it never hurts. So I didn't have an issue with the scene, but the main thing that I wanted to address with the beginning of this movie is because I think, in my opinion, actually, I'll still stand by this. The best thing about the opening thing about this movie is that opening title card where the lights going through the freaking hockey holes with that title card. I thought that was freaking amazing. And I honestly believe in my whole ordeal about the Friday the 13th franchise that it is the best opening title card.
I do think it's a step up from the explosion we get in the Part 4, because that was just completely weird. But it is immediately ruined by the horrible music that the opening credits has for this. I mean, it sounds like they just put in the secondary beat and forgot to put in the main music. It's like it has nothing to do. It's completely different. It's not even. It's just boom boom or whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know. It's like darn it. And it's just repeat on repeat. It's horrendous. It's a lack of, it doesn't get me engaged. It's honestly, it's dog shit, to be straight up. But I will say that the music in general does get better throughout the movie. I thought the whole movie was like that, but honestly, it does bring in beats from just not only the classic, 1 through 4, but also Part 6. It kind of blends the two a little bit. Still a weak score overall. You never really feel the music that well. But it's better than I remembered once you get past this title card.
No, I agree with you that's why I'm just saying about the title card alone is my favorite in the entire franchise. But yeah, unfortunately the score of the movie, just like the music, goes way down on this one. And that's disappointing because this franchise does have an iconic score. It had a lot of fun with the score, with the music in Part 6. So I always give Part 6 credit for that, to kind of introduce the pop culture music. So it's just, unfortunately, we go in this direction. And I wasn't a fan of that at all. But our main character, Tina, on the other hand, I definitely think she has just the most gentle souls of all of the final girls in this Friday the 13th franchise.
Yeah, she's definitely memorable. She does a good job. I mean, you take out the telekinesis part, and even then, telekinesis is my bitch. You take out that, and I think she's still fairly memorable. I mean, definitely compared to, honestly, underrated. Not a lot of people have her in the top list, and probably rightfully so. There's definitely better final girls, but she does a decent job in this thing. She's likable enough. You get to see her at a young, in the epilogue or the prologue there at the beginning, the young version, the whole thing with her dipshit dad, who basically deserved what he got. But either way, that whole thing was pretty cool. So I like that. I mean, it ties in, and she comes back as an adult and starts slaying it.
Well, I'll tell you this. You want to know what happens when people don't put Tina at least in the top half of the franchise of Final Girls?
What happens, Birdie?
They just made the list.
Oh no! Put him in there.
All right, but Chris, what's up, buddy? Welcome back, my friend. You good? Chicken 1 2.
Yeah, sorry about that. Can you hear me? My Wi-Fi seems to have come down with a small case of chlamydia there, but I think we got it cleared up pretty good.
I thought I was just getting down with the. I thought I was just getting down with the sickness, but chlamydia is a bitch.
Yeah, chlamydia is. What is the question? What did I miss? Where are we headed to?
Pretty much all we got so far is we destroyed the music of this movie. I think it's the best title card in the entire franchise. We tackle about recapping the franchise at this point with montages, and then we just talked about Tina.
Yeah, I thought that the
happened.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was the opening. Is that a Cutwater? You're living on the fucking edge, brother, and I love it. God, I'm in love with you right now. Yeah, you're supposed to pour some water in it, dude. But anyways, I think the recap at the beginning, I think, is one of the coolest things about this entire thing. I basically think that it's the highlight of the movie. I pretty much think that it's just all downhill after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also,
Tina was an interesting concept. I mean, like Jason versus Carrie. I know that's how it was pitched.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it doesn't even sound cool. This is about as far removed from the opening of, of Crystal Lake. The grounded, haunted camp kind of vibe. This is pretty far away from that.
I do think, and I think it might be even worse in part 8 when we get to that, which, I mean, again, this is a dual episode, so, go ahead and bring it in. If you went straight from Friday 1 and then jumped into 7, you would be so fucking confused. Like, there would be literally...
That's why we got the montage.
Are you saying that if there was a time machine, and at the producers meeting, they were like, okay, this is what we're going to do with 1. Okay, and here is a snippet of what happens 12 years from now. You think the producers would have been like, shut this down. Shut this down. We're not doing it.
Could you imagine like when we were young, we had the VHSs. That's the only way we could watch these movies, right? If you only had part 1 and you had part 8, and you put part 1, you're like, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm vibing with it. Let's watch a sequel. You put in 8, and this is what you get, or 7. Again, 8 might be even worse because it starts with New York, and that would be like we put in fucking Bloodsport 2 or something. You'd be fucking confused. But it totally would be goofy as hell for sure. Now, alongside that, in the opening of this movie, are we supposed to forget that there's a fucking summer camp right like here where this house is supposed to be, where Tina and her dad are fucking around on the dock? Because this is like literally where Jason just got chained down to the bottom of the lake, was a summer camp in the last movie.
Yeah, like when did this movie take place in the timeline? Because like he got buried in the bottom of the lake after Jason Lives, and she was a little girl. That little girl had to grow up to at least freaking 18. So you're telling me it was like what? Like how many years drift apart? Like,
and that's the thing too. If you look at this movie chronologically, it's like 2027 right here, because you had part 4, and then you jumped like 10 years to part 5 for Tommy, and then you jumped like another 10 years, it seemed like, because Tommy's even older in the next one, and now part 7. Who knows how much time passed between 6 and the beginning of 7 when Jason was already in the lake.
God damn it, you're getting into interstellar math, dude. We can't even begin to answer those.
Jason's on damn Gargantua right now, just fucking letting the years slip by. Next thing you know, it's and then another 10 years goes by. It's like, what year is this supposed to be in? There should be cell phones at least. It's pretty crazy, man, what the way they're doing this.
It's the years for doctors to have their offices located in the fucking woods. That's what it is. It's still one of the dumbest fucking things.
I think he Airbnb'd it more than anything like that. So, like, even though he did have his personal office set up, so I don't fucking know. That's what's confusing about this movie. But another thing,
it's Tina's house. They're going back out there so she can get over her guilt over her father's death.
I know.
It's not his office, but he definitely sets it up in there and basically runs the shit when they get there. Tries to anyway.
Yeah, but I will tell you this, like, let's continue with more of the shit talk. The only thing, like, this is except for one particular person, but the rest of the characters of this movie, not very good. Don't honestly give a shit. The only one I really truly gave a shit about performance wise, I thought Dr. Cruz was definitely really well done what he was supposed to do. And Melissa, even though the actress is a sweetheart in real life, but a great bitch in this movie. Like, I thought she did a phenomenal job just acting like this, just a bitch trying to, go after that one guy.
Did you tell her that when you met her in person?
I definitely will. I was like, you're a great bitch. She'll know what I mean.
I'd like to see a spinoff when Melissa and Trent go off to like the county fair together or something. Like, like a little, like a have a meet cute or something.
Oh,
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Melissa and Trent will do wonders together as a lovely couple. Just
rumors are their baby is Freddy Krueger himself. Anyway, but no, Chris, you're talking about telekinesis, man. At this point in the franchise, man, I'm here for it, man. It doesn't really match the tone of this movie. I feel like, when you're this late in a franchise, you should really just be focused on having fun. This movie, I think, takes itself way too seriously and then throws in telekinesis on top of it. But, fuck it.
Yeah, which is a weird transition, right? From 6, which was kind of like the first one to not necessarily be like meta, but I mean, it's a little self-aware. Like, it knows that it's trying to have a good time, right? And at this point in the franchise, you think they would lean into that. It's like, no, we'll just restart the whole thing and make it super serious with this girl that nobody's ever heard of, and we'll kill all the other storyline. I mean, not kill them all, but we'll just not continue any of the other storylines. They just seem like such a weird fucking way to go. On the other hand, I get that we have 6 movies of Jason being like the stalker of Camp Crystal Lake. I get that they had to reinvent it in some regard.
No, that's what I'm going to say. You definitely have to reinvent it. It's just again, you have to, because you're in like you said, Chris, like we're in 7 movies deep. You're at a point now where you have to take risk, and you're going to have to do something that stands out with the other 6 movies. So I appreciate the telekinesis. Was it done perfectly? Absolutely not. Even though that's why in our skit we did like the fishing line and we just moved objects.
No, we didn't.
The freaking room. Brad, come on.
Shit was real, bro.
Brad, come on.
That was real as fuck. Check the tape. You see any lines in the tape? I say no.
I hate to pull this out of my ass. Bradley, come on.
Check the tape. Oh,
whoa.
But,
he's legal naming you.
You take a step back to part 6. I think Tommy's plan, it worked out pretty well. He took everything into account except for telekinesis. Had she not popped up there, Jason might have been down at the bottom of that lake forever. Well, at least until somebody with a fucking anchor comes in and strikes a power line under the lake. But other than that, I think he could have been there for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, I definitely agree. Before I want to get to more, to really dive into the Jason here, Nanette did give somebody a free Goodwill Hunting membership. Nanette, that was very, very kind of you. We will be sure to get them a proper hello next week, and I'm going to take a picture as we're talking about Jason, so I do not forget said person. But Nanette, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you. But yeah, let's talk about the big guy of the hour. Let's talk about freaking Jason Voorhees, played by welcoming to the Friday the 13th franchise as some possibly could well considered the greatest Jason that we ever gotten as an actor, and we got him consistently from now up until Jason X. We got one Mr. Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder, I think I wouldn't say this is his best performance, because I actually kind of like him in Jason X probably the most.
Oh, same here, but I thought we were going to get to it, but no, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, but I think this is second place. I think he does a really good job in this, and the look of Jason is outstanding in this. Again, it's not my favorite, but it's probably fourth. It's probably my 4th favorite Jason right here,
fourth?
aesthetically.
Damn, I thought you at least put him top 3.
Who?
He's definitely way better than freaking Home Depot, Jason.
Fuck no, he's nowhere near one. He's nowhere near 3, 4, 6. It doesn't even come close to it. But he's definitely better than the rest.
Fucking break. No shit.
100%. Yes, he's not even close to those.
Let us know, Chad.
You have 6, 4, 3. Those guys are way up here. 7 is like right here, and then the rest of them are way. They're pretty far down there for the most part. You have the remake. We'll get to the remake. It's somewhere in that ballpark.
Built here.
Yeah, but I don't. But no, I think this one again. It's a compliment. Strong look, definitely better than the next one.
The spine, man. What about the fucking spine, dude?
It's cool, dude. I just it doesn't compete. Like it doesn't. It's not. It's not.
Mask. The mask actually had the accuracy of the damage that Jason took throughout the entirety of this franchise. So they at least tried to make Jason consistent.
Well, all the masks have that. They all have the axe mark. They have the gunshot wounds, all that stuff. But it's I don't know what cheap. That mask is a part 3 mask.
No, this is part 6 because I got CJ Graham signed this one.
Okay, but part 6, the axe mark is in the mask, isn't it? In the actual movie, right? Because it's supposed to be. I don't think so. Well, if not, they fucked
you
it
are
up.
The mask. But 7 does do a really good job of the mask and the facial look throughout the movie. It's pretty spot on. It was pretty great, but and the performance of Jason is awesome.
Correct.
But
he does have the axe mark, so never mind.
Yeah, the axe mark never went away. They always have that.
You got doo-doo on?
It's doo-doo.
No, but I think I think those 3 I think are peak Jason. Now I think you can mix and mingle those 3, 4, 6, however you feel about it. But nothing else comes close to those 3, in my personal opinion.
Chris, what about you? What are your thoughts, real quick, about that on the Great Mask Debate? Or just like the
Great Mask Debate?
No, excuse me, not mask, but the entirety look of Jason Voorhees.
Does Chris look like a masturbator to you?
Maybe.
No, dude.
About part 7, Jason?
I haven't been masturbating. I mean, I enjoy the look. It's one of the few things that I do like about this movie. And Kane Hodder, brought a certain physicality and kind of, in my mind, turned Jason into a real character rather than just, a killer stalking around the forest or whatever. And I love that about him. I don't, something about this particular and it could just be the setting of this particular one that didn't feel quite as intimidating to me as some of the other ones. And it could also be that I just love 6 so much. But I just think that Jason's a little bit funner. I would put him up there. I'm trying to think about 4. I don't know, man. I'd have to sit down and think about it. You put me on the fucking spot. I can't just come up with something like that out of my ass.
Now you bring up a good point about
You're good at putting plenty of things out of your ass after a one night stand.
No, he's good at putting them in there. But there's
that's what I'm saying. Now it's a different story, bud.
Sorry.
Once they go in, they stay in typically, at least for 12 hours. But anyway, anyway, you bring up a good point about the setting. Let's talk about the setting for a minute, fellas. There's a lake, so that's good news. It's definitely
good start.
More lake, yeah. It's definitely it's got more lake in it than 3 and 4.
But they had a pond at least. That's why I felt like it looked like a pond, especially when they were throwing rocks into it. I'm like, that's a half-ass. That's like a Timu lake right there.
It beats the hell out of 3 though, and I would argue even 4, because 4 had a lake, but they only used it for half a second.
They were naked girls they were naked people on that lake. Sorry, I got to include the gentlemen. They were there too. So
there were naked. Hey, there were naked people in this one too, Birdie boy. But there was
especially that one scene. That's right.
But I'll say this: once it turns nighttime, and this is one of the biggest problems I have with this movie. I mean, there's a lot, but once it turns nighttime, dude, this place, it still looks like fucking daylight. The lighting in this movie is horrible. There's no atmosphere to it. It's all clear, like studio or very heavy lighting. I don't know, but it looks like it's fucking daylight. Y'all notice that when you watch this?
It's a little bright. It's a little too bright when it comes like to them shooting like the night scenes and all that. But I just kind of figured that was like more like like their lightings and everything. Yeah, it's just unfortunately I think this movie definitely lacked from editing, like post credit or like post production editing, mixing with the light filters and all that. I think they definitely failed on that front.
Yes, I agree. It was weird seeing everybody kind of running around. It's nighttime. They're bright. Now, you guys remember this couple that's walking to? I think it's Rick's or Nick's cousin or whatever. He's walking to the birthday party. Their car breaks down. They're walking to the cabin, and the girl's like, "Hey, he's about to just camp out." He's like, "You know what? Let's fucking camp." And the chick's like, "You know what? No, dude, we're almost there. Come on, let's go. Let's keep pushing." Next thing you know, they see a sign. They're fucking 5 miles to Crystal Lake, dude. In the middle of the night. And she said, let's keep pushing. How long is they're not even going to, yeah. And then not to mention they get slayed immediately, which means Jason walked 5 miles out from the lake just to kill them and return to kill other people. Not a lot of making sense here with that. Jason's getting his in.
Yeah, endless stamina, dude. It doesn't matter shit to him. He literally was like, what does that sound several miles away? I smell a kill coming on. That's it, man.
Yeah, let me
like a
bypass these houses, these 2 houses full of people, and go 5 miles out in the fucking woods. Got to get a proper warm up in.
Ain't that weird, folks? Just when you think about it, like where it's just in the middle of nowhere, and there's like literally 2 houses right beside each other. It'd be like, I built this house right here. No one's going to build a house near me at all. If then suddenly they build a house right beside them, son of a bitch! Like,
yeah, but Part 4 did the same thing. Yeah,
well, I thought it was like, ain't that? I thought that was the Jarvis's like second house or something, but
no, it's a different house. They're separate houses. Yeah, so it was almost identical. For a second, I almost thought it was the exact same location. For a minute, it's not, but it looked like it. But yeah, dude, the ladies are coming on strong again. This place is a fucking cesspool. They got ladies in the back. The Crystal Lake juice is back. These guys are all like, they're all fighting over this one dude that's a fucking idiot, by the way. They're like, oh, I love this guy. No, I'm gonna.
Hey.
And then
what's new, dude?
You got Melissa trying to hook up with this fucking nerdy ass guy who has some smelly asshole with. Fucking
that man's been hard at work writing the greatest sci-fi fictional story of all time. You leave that guy alone. He's a fucking saint.
He was a ding-a-ling, dude. These
he's
ladies
our
are
ding-a-ling.
There's something crazy about these fucking the waters in Crystal Lake. These ladies, this guy that all these ladies are after in this movie can't even chug a beer, dude. This guy takes one sip and he's like, looks like Jason Part 8 here in a little bit. It's fucking crazy.
Oh my god, you ain't right. But
not to mention Lloyd Christmas even got a girl in this movie.
Everybody say hey to Bailey.
Hey Bailey, how you doing? Hopefully,
welcome to the party.
With you. But no, but yeah, let's get to some of the kills though. What do y'all think on the kind of like this? Well, actually, we'll do an official rating, but just any thoughts about the kills? Like, because we got one of the most famous kills in the entire franchise with the sleeping bag kill. But before I really dive into that, we have to bring up one of the biggest things that this movie really struggled upon, and that's the fucking MPAA. Finally striking the Friday the 13th franchise down with a mighty strike of thunder of Zeus. But yeah, it's bullshit. And I got to see the uncut version of the kills, like from the box set I have over here. And man, if they would have kept those kills in, I definitely probably would have put this movie at least possibly for me top 4, because the kills were awesome. But with the MPAA,
you down with MPP?
Yeah. DDP. But no, the MPAA really just did a lot of damage to this movie. Any thoughts on that, or do you think the MPAA didn't really have a true effect on this movie?
I don't think they had any kind of true effect. I do think they ruined some of the kills. I wouldn't say they ruined them. Skills are still pretty memorable, but
definitely held them back.
They definitely held the kills back. I don't think my overall opinion of the movie would have changed much based just strictly on the kills. I look for more in a movie than just kills. important thing for me is, the kills are good, they're important, but the Jason is more important. I like characters that are actually decent enough to follow in a slasher movie, and so it wouldn't have helped with that. But yeah, I do think. I mean, obviously, if they had the movie with the kills, I'd jump all on it. I'd definitely, like it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, for such a high body count, there's a surprisingly low amount of gore. I mean, I think that's one of the big things that would have changed with the MPAA.
That's MPAA. That's why.
And they were so inconsistent, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of all over the place. But that's the only thing that I can really think of that they would have that particular thing would have impacted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I will say this, that famous sleeping bag kill, if you watch the uncut version, it was more in one swing, which I will say that's a good thing. I did glad they did change the MPAA, is that just one swing of that sleeping bag it's like Jason doesn't need multiple swings. He just only needed that one swing. So I think that's the only good thing that was changed upon, but everything else definitely took out the blood and the viciousness of those kills.
I agree. I like that being the one swing. One swing
one
slay. Yeah, the one swing. But the MPPA, those guys are that's what I meant is those guys.
That'll be our next t-shirt. This Good Real Hunting, it's officially rated MPPA.
That's the one thing that's what I meant by they're inconsistent, though, because it's like but even part 1, part 2, part 4, epic kills. Part 6 had a couple nasty ones, the heart punch out, the back crunch, and then like 5 and 7 got fucked for whatever reason. So yeah, I don't know what their deal was about. And then part 9 here,
talking about movies, we had one of the greatest. Well, I should say the greatest. One of the slowest, almost kills in cinematic history.
Which one's that?
When fucking
I got the kill list right here, so it says tell me to kill.
The kid. You know when the kid's driving the fucking tractor?
Oh,
it takes like 6 years. Yeah.
Stop.
It's like the scene from fucking Austin Powers. We went through that on the last review series where the guy just stands there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that actually. Do you have on any notes from part 7 from our traditional review series?
What are you talking about, dude? Of course I do. I know.
I just say I gotta figure out the big one on that. And then while you're getting that ready, I will say the ever funny one, because we always make a joke and we need to do a soundboard with this one. What about the good old party horn scene?
God dang it. This motherfucker, dude.
Pretty fantastic.
I always gotta bring up the hee-haw.
My number one note was, wow, the wood on the pier really held up.
Yeah, that wasn't very engineering-wise. It did not hold together.
That guy was alive as a mofo when he first fell in there, too.
Actually, the first note that I made was where my camp at. Well, I think which is pretty valid. And then, and then I said, you're lying to me. Dr. Dickhead's office is in the fucking woods. And then I just put, why the fuck would she telekinesis this guy back to life? What the fuck did I mean by conveyor belt Jason?
That couldn't be the Weed Whacker scene, though.
Conveyor belt Jason, was he
was there something that made him look like he was like he was on, like he was moving without walking or something? I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
He conveyed about 5 miles between him and that house, that's for sure.
Yeah, and then I wrote 3 different times, I hate this fucking doctor. Then I wrote something about a pearl necklace. I'm not sure what the fuck that is. I don't.
Yeah.
To be fair and full disclosure, I did sit down to give this one a rewatch and fell asleep 10 minutes into it.
Asshole.
And then I wrote, how about Whitey Tidy Eddie?
Yeah.
And then how about a game of Marco Voorhees? That's obviously in the water.
Yeah, in the water. Game that naked girl.
I said water really did a number. This motherfucker pruny. And then I said the entire third act is literally just not dying. And then my last note was that this is the greatest mullet in cinematic history. And I know it's that fucking guy. I remember that one. It's that guy. Yeah.
It's like the paramedic.
Walking him at the end. You know, because we had to slow it down and take a screen cap of it because it was so fucking awesome.
But no, you got Chester good right there with the polo. And Nanette, I'm going to get your super chat. It's just we're pretty close to getting done with this first review. I want to make sure we have plenty of time so we can get to 8.
Go ahead and snag that. Okay, Let's get that knocked out.
Yeah. No problem. $5 super chat, Nanette. Thank you so much for being an absolute sweetheart. I just thought of something, and I'm hoping it's okay to ask. But what do you all think about the song "He's Back" from the Man Behind the Mask? That's the Leslie Vernon movie that she's referencing to. I have not seen that movie.
Whoa. This is Jason Lives, dude.
Sorry, you can see where I get confused on that because that is the
Alice
title
Cooper
of
song.
Leslie Vernon.
He's back. The Man Behind the Mask.
Good song.
Yeah. Oh, it kicks ass. I love this. It's on my fall playlist. I listen to it quite a bit. It's actually, and Teenage Frankenstein's great in the movie as well. Love them both. And this movie, in part 6, you can actually hear the song play multiple times when you're watching it on like in the car radios and shit. So I love it.
Oh yeah. And Nanette, thank you so much for the question. Yeah, I know, Nanette, I'm sorry. Brad had to fix me to stray on there because there is literally a title of the Leslie Vernon story of the Man Behind the Mask. But yeah, so let's talk about that third act that Chris just hated on right there. I had a freaking wonderful time with the third act because, again, it's at this point, you know that this movie's out there, wacky and all that. It's just, you got to turn off your brain and just enjoy some good fucking battling of telekinesis versus a zombie Jason, man. And I honestly, truly, for me, had a great time with all of it. Especially like seeing Kane Hodder get caught on fire. The look of Jason without the mask looks fucking great. Melissa getting that fucking axe to the head and yeeted across the fucking room. Like, I thought all that was great. Nick, on the other hand, is a useless piece of shit throughout the entirety of the movie. So I really don't like the final guy. I really don't consider him a final guy. I just mainly call him a dead fuck in this movie. But no, I had a fun time with the third act with all the fighting once we finally got to it. But what do you all think?
I enjoyed the third act in this movie. Sure, absolutely. I like the unmasked Jason in this. It's something they clearly paid a lot of attention to, a lot of attention to detail. So I like it for that. Absolutely. I have fun with the telekinesis part too. It's something different. It's funky. It's weird. You got a final girl that can match up with Jason. So I like that. Nick sucks. You're right about that. There's nothing particularly scary about it, but it's cool. So I'll give it props. It's always a fun time. It's entertaining.
Yeah, and Ashton nails it there too. The third act is entertaining. That I definitely agree. It's definitely entertaining, and we'll get to that last scene here in a minute, and then we'll wrap up the first review. Chris, anything about the third act you want to add on?
I mean, I concede that it's entertaining. I mean, to some degree. Do I like it? No, but. Listen, by the time the third act rolls around, dude, I'm just so... This is my least favorite in the entire fucking franchise. I just really, for me personally, I don't really... Yeah, I just don't like anything in this movie at all, really.
Now, Bertie, like, before you get too much in shock of this, I got a question.
I'm sorry, man.
And I asked this for you, Bertie.
Okay.
Chris, I already know your answer to this. You meet this lady. Okay, she's next door to you, say. You're on a camp retreat. You're in the woods.
I'm intrigued.
You meet this. Okay. You meet this lady. Okay, you're out by the water, skipping rocks, as they say. You maybe have a white shirt on with a barbecue stain on it. But either way, you're sitting there, and this chick says to you, "I killed my dad when I was a kid. Now I live with my doctor from the mental hospital. With my luck, you're probably going to turn into another delusion." Is this a chick you're going to continue seeing?
Fuck yeah. Because that happened in the past, and she's trying to move on from it, and she just needs somebody to snuggle and overcome those trauma features, you know. So I would still be on her side because she just has such a sweet innocence about her that just gravitates you towards it. And while Nick, on the other hand, on the first time they met, that he had to pick up her panties and all that. Fucking inconsiderate prick right there. At least he did put her toothbrush in his mouth like that freaking caretaker in Scary Movie 2. At least he didn't do anything like that. But no, I definitely would. I would still try to get with Tina. Tina is a very sweet lady. R.I.P. Lars Park Lincoln. R.I.P. And real quickly, because she had a birthday earlier this week, we got to say hello to Holly. Holly's one of our OG Good Reel members. One of the greatest people that I personally know. So, Holly, hopefully you had a great birthday, and thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I bring that up. Obviously, troubled past, no problem. But I just, as a pickup line, it doesn't land for me. But anyway, yeah,
I know what you really want to get into before we finish this up, because so we could give part 8 some time. I know what you want to dive into.
I have a lot of things I could dive into, man.
I know, but the main big one.
I'll name it.
The dad coming back from the lake.
That's the most dumbass bull-ass shit that I've ever seen in my life, dude. That was fucking, man, there's words. That was stupid. That was stupid. That was horrible.
On first watch, it was, and then our buddy Nick Cooling, the movie ranker, and he also has a brand new YouTube channel down as well, which I need to look at that up some point because I want to promote it, because I did promise Nick that I would promote it. I just now remembered it, and I got to take care of that. But Nick Cooling actually said it best. It wasn't actually Tina's dad that actually pulled out Jason. It was like, the chain and the rock and all that. It's just we were in the perspective viewpoint of Tina at that moment, that she imaged her dad. But if we were sitting there as Tina was doing it, it would have just been a regular rock in the chain ordeal. So that's how.
So who would have put the fucking rock and chain on Jason?
Well, the telekinesis powers, because the rock and the chain is down the bottom of the lake.
That was the most dumbass shit that I've ever seen in my life. Honestly. It was horrible. There's no way. It's kind of like honestly, when we get into part 8 here in a minute, whenever Jason comes back in these flashbacks and he's got fucking hair and shit, it just doesn't fucking make sense. It's dumb as hell.
Listen, man, those are questions that we can't even attempt to answer.
Well, I did the best I could with it,
Can we all just agree that the movie would have been over in no time if she would have just telekinetically put pressure on Jason's prostate
or the brain? Oh, wait a minute, which
he wouldn't have been able anymore, dude. You saw his damn spine and shit.
Yeah, it's just telekinesis. Spine, pull it out, whip him with it, like
it bloated out of there.
Oh man, what do you think, Doc? It looks like your whole prostate's been waterlogged.
Oh my lord!
Doesn't work anymore.
But Brad, I know there's so much you want to talk into, but like any rapid things you want to talk about before we have to do our quick rating and get the poll and all that.
Sure, I do have a couple. Oh yeah, we got to do all that. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I do have a couple things. Jason kills the naked lady in the water. She's about 3 feet of water. He manages to yank her down about 20, 30 feet when he's down there. That was always funny as hell. After he kills them, he walks out about another 4 miles, kills a couple folks in the wood. One looks like Lloyd Christmas. Comes back to the house, kills some people. Tina somehow, even though she grew up on fucking Crystal Lake, is just now learning about Jason Voorhees. He's dumb as hell. Nobody can smell this guy. Apparently not. How long was Cruz expecting to hide behind this tree in the woods? That was basically
that's a continuing thing in this franchise that you and I tackled on Jason Lives, because there's a lot of waiting that goes on in this franchise.
He was back there behind this tree. It's like a twig. He's like, Tina, come on over here, girl. Let's go home. Hey, not a good hiding spot.
Come on.
And in short, I feel like, why was there a locked door in the upstairs of their own house? I don't know. But also, at the end of the day, I just chalked all this up to this movie being written by Eddie.
Eddie would fucking write this movie, wouldn't he? This has Eddie written all over him. That's why we had some continuity errors, and we had the Tina's dad at the end of the movie, because he just doesn't know how to write a strong ending.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure.
Hey, just a quick aside here, and I remember this being something we talked about in the original one, but I wrote flower pothead What the fuck was that? There's
Tina
lifted
the flower. No, Tina lifted the flower pot, and it had Eddie's head in it, and just chucked it at Jason.
Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, because he was a pothead. That's right. Okay, yeah. Remember now.
Ain't he a pothead? Yeah.
Clever. That's clever.
Oh man, but
that's just good writing.
Anything else, Chris? Anything else, or Brad? Was that it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No, go ahead, man. Let's get our scores in and shit. Unless Chris has anything.
No, keep it pushing, baby. Let's go.
All right. Well, we'll do super quick on our awards real quick. Who's our most stupendous counselor in this movie? The best counselor, even though, yet again, this movie has no counselors.
Probably has to be Tina, dude. Nobody else in this movie is worth a damn.
I would say...
Yeah, she's the only interesting character.
Yeah, I would do Tina most definitely, but I would definitely get some nods to Melissa because I thought that was a good bitch character. She's a good bitch.
She was, but she was. It could have been a little bit better at it. But yes, in short.
Oh no, I agree. If Eddie gave a shit in his writing, but who's our dead fuck award? Which is going to the worst counselor, like the worst character in this movie.
The fucking doctor.
Damn.
I like the doctor as a character though. He's one of the only things that gives this movie any life. I'm trying to think of one of the random ass dudes or chicks that's in this movie. Oh. What about the fucking guy that
why not just Nick?
Nick sucks.
Yeah, no, I was like, that's my worst.
But character. I was gonna say either Eddie, but Eddie at least is memorable. I would say the dude that the dude that all the chicks are clamoring over. That's what's his name? He can't chug the beer. He trips and he falls. It's story here.
Yeah. That is the story of my fucking life. Thanks, Chris. You fucking dick.
He trips. He gets out of the bed. This lady's in the bed, which, I mean, nice boobs. But he falls in. He falls into the darkness. He said, "The lights are out. I can't see, but it's bright as fuck." You know that guy I'm talking about. He's the one that spits the beer up. It's the one that all the ladies are.
Yeah, I mean, I know that. I don't know what his name is. Hang on, let's just vet that really quickly. Hang on, let's see. Let's see.
I think that's right, Holly. I think it's the soap on the rope guy. No, because he's that's Eddie. That's Eddie. Never mind.
But yeah, but now we got our kill of the week. Brad, are we good with kill of the week for part 7 for what you saw?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right. Well, we're going to launch that. That's our kill of the week. So you're going to have to vote pretty quick on this. Type the number 1 for Judy. Type the number 2 for
Russell.
Kate. 3 for Dr. Cruz, and number 4 for Melissa. The top 2 advance to the best kill tournament later on. So let me go ahead and pull this. I got to pull this up again. Chris, don't make it an inappropriate joke. I know where your head was at on there. And there we go. I got to make this bigger, though. So
always make it bigger.
All right, there we go. How's that for size?
Give it everything you got.
I like that.
All right, here we go. So we're just going to go pretty quick on this because we want to make sure we give a good hour to part 8. So Brad, Jason Voorhees, why do you think he's a 10?
He ain't a 10, but I'll give him a solid 8. I think an 8's pretty good. I will
respect an 8 from you.
I've always loved this Jason. He's a little slow. I'd like him to pick up speed up a little bit.
Dude,
but well, yeah, he was dead in 6 too, but he was moved.
Dead, and he couldn't walk because he did a lot of non-walking, so it took him some time to walk.
Touché. But no, I like. Oh, am I frozen now? Oh no, I'm not. Okay. No, I like this. This is always one of my favorite looking Jasons. Actually, I have a poster right up here of him. So yeah, give me an 8.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna give this a strong. I would say to me, you know what? Fuck it, because I say he's the best looking Jason, and I really love part 4. So I'll just do 9. I'll just do a solid 9.
Cool. Yeah, this is one of the strongest parts of the movie. I have no issues giving Jason. I'll split the difference. I'm going to go 8.5.
8.5? You got yourself an 8.5. And what about the final girl, Tina, Chris?
God. Tina's the most interesting character in this whole thing. She's fine. It's not really a standout to me, but serviceable and respectable. I'm gonna go 7.5.
7.5.
7.5.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. So go ahead and match me.
All right, 7.5. I'm gonna give this a strong 8.5 because I'm just telling you, I think she's definitely one of the most underrated and just one of the most gentle souls that you can just gravitate towards. So, and plus Lars Park Lincoln too. I love her. I got to meet her in real life. She got to ask me about my favorite food. So I have a little bias towards her character. So give me 8.5. So Brad, what about?
What'd you tell your favorite food was?
I'm pretty sure I said filet mignon at that time until I really found my love for prime rib.
Ribeye too?
I do love me a good ribeye. But
okay, kills.
Yeah.
I would say they're still good even with the edits. Not great, but good. 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
If I was allowed to count the uncredits or the unrated version, I would have gone to a freaking 9. But I have to judge what we got, and I just think honestly, it's just a strong 7. Chris, there you go, Chris.
I'll be back here in a second, Birdie. I'm taking a shit.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm still right here.
I see you, motherfucker.
For kills, man. Nothing to write home about. I got no issue going with. That even seems too high to me, man. I'm gonna go with a 6.
Alrighty, and what about characters? This ought to be fun.
This ought to be fun. Probably give me a 3, dude. I think this is the biggest batch of dog shit characters. There's nothing in it for me, man.
I'm gonna go with just Chris. What you like to say? I'm gonna give it a fear. Not a good group of characters. Probably the weakest characters that we have to date
up to this point. Very important.
To this
point. I'm gonna go 3. Oh. I'm gonna go 3. 3.5 only because I like Tina a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Dr. Cruz, I think Dr. Cruz is at least interesting. Not a good guy, horrible guy, interesting though.
All right, what about atmosphere and setting?
I'd go give me a 5. I mean, I do appreciate the lake. Give me a 4 or 5 actually, Birdie. I do appreciate the lake. But there's virtually zero, short of being in the woods and on the lake, there's virtually no atmosphere in this. But it could be worse.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's just we kind of play like a rinse and repeat in par 4 with the houses near each other. When you now finally mentioned the light Brad, now that's probably going to aggravate me on next watch. So I'm just going to just do another strong fear.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's on the right track, gentlemen. I think 4 is probably the right answer here. I mean, there's like the heavy fog scenes, and there's some good sort of isolation in the setting itself and things like that. But for the most part, it's fucking dog shit. Rewatchability, I mean, can I leave it at 0? I mean, I don't.
Hey, it's your fucking rating. I'm not gonna
put it on a 1. Put it on a 1.
Give it a 1.
The
only
one time that I go back and we'll watch this is if it's like if I'm doing a full marathon or if we're doing something like this where there's a review necessary. That's literally the only time that I go back to this one.
I'm gonna just give it I'm gonna go with another strong fear for me, just because I love rewatching that third act. So I'm gonna give it credit for that. So yeah, actually, you know what? I kind of feel bad with it since Chris is trying to dog shit on my most underrated movie in the franchise. So give me 5.
Chris, what if I told you I've seen this movie more times than I've seen Interstellar and Oppenheimer combined?
Ow.
That's where I'm in the car. I'm getting in the car after the stream, and I'm driving all the way back up there to punch you right in the dick.
It's a true story, but it's only because I grew up with it, and the Friday the 13th franchise in general and Halloween. It's just they're so rewatchable. I think in general, like you just watch them. But that's not to say I like them as much. But yeah, I would say I'd go right in the middle with Birdie, probably a 5. Good. You got some good Jason shit in this, but it doesn't go much beyond that.
Alrighty. So Brad, we'll do all the math off air because again we need to give part 8 some time. But
I can give you the math here in just a second, buddy.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do it, I'll go ahead and write down our kill of the week and be done with that. It's the two that I assume was going to go ahead and advance anyway at the sleeping bag kill and the weed whacker. They get to move on.
I love it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And let me go ahead and give you the math for this. 5.7 out of 10. 5.7 out of 10.
For everything?
For everything.
5 points.
Oh my God. Cody, this is an MMA fight, dude.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Okay, and then we got that. Let me go ahead. You want the chat rating?
Yeah, if you give it to me, I'll give you an answer.
All right, let me end the poll real quick, and then I got to replace the poll, but I'll read you the results first. So, Brad, 21 votes. 38% given an A.
Really?
Yep.
This chat, dude, the chat loves these movies. Okay, go ahead and give me the next one.
33% said B. 24% said C. And then 5% said D.
All right, that gives the chat score a 8.1 out of 10.
8.1 out of 10. So let me.
Jesus Christ.
I find it hard to believe we're going to get under a 7 in this franchise. We did get under a 7. Part 5 was in the 7s. Wow. Okay.
Right.
I like this. I like this more than 5, though. That's fair. I like this more than 5. That's fair.
Sorry, I gotta get the ever poll going right here so people can vote on part 8. Let's see here. Let's see here. A, B, C, D.
Well, all right,
you can go ahead and vote for the part 8. Everybody in the chat, so you can go ahead and do that. We go ahead and hide that, so we're good with that. We can go back to that here in a minute. So we can finally go ahead and get to, let me get the background updated here. There we go. We're officially part 8. So what do we want to first say about part 8?
Sucks ass.
Let's
move on.
Go, baby.
Let's talk about part 9.
I see. This is the craziest thing to me because, like, as bad as this one is, it's just like, it's so fucking. It's like The Room. It's so stupid that I actually have fun with it. I don't even know how to explain it, dude.
At least you said you have fun with it, so I'll take it for that.
I can't have fun with this movie.
Holly, this is probably the part of the show where you might have to dip out because these two assholes right here are about to rip this movie apart.
I can't have fun with this movie at all.
I only... You don't?
No, dude, it's boring. This is this biggest snooze fest of the whole franchise.
You understand what I mean, though? Like in the same vein of The Room, like it's so fucking stupid. Everything is absolutely ridiculous. Like there's not a single good thing about it, really. That it just I don't know, man. It's almost like it plays out like a comedy. The difference is, like 9 to me is almost a straight comedy, right? Jason Goes to Hell is just. But it's so irredeemable. There's no fun to be had. At least with this one, I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. You know, with 9, it's just like, I think it's reversed because you feel that way about 9, and I feel that way about this one.
I feel that this movie is so bad, it's bad. It's horrendous. It's unwatchable. Again, I've seen this movie probably more times than Interstellar, and I'm ashamed to admit
atrocity against me.
But you know, it's the franchise, man. I'm drawn to it. I just watch them all the time. I've been doing it my whole life. I mean, Interstellar came in late, and it's dense, and it's whatever. But it's But here's what there's a story about this movie. Okay, I had a buddy of mine. And this was one of the movies I saw a lot as a kid. It was always on AMC during Halloween. I always threw it on and watched it. And I had a buddy of mine that's never seen a single Jason movie. Okay. His name is Clark. Okay. So we're hanging out one day and I'm like, dude, you got to see Jason, man. You got to see Jason. Come on. You got to see Jason. And the 2 fucking movies I show him back to back are this movie and then Jason Goes to Hell. Dude's never seen another fucking Jason movie in his life. I can guarantee you that. And I don't know why. It's because like as a kid, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then like this was probably 2010 or so. I don't know, maybe earlier than that even. I was like, okay, let's watch Jason. And I picked this movie and we're watching it. And I was embarrassed. I was like, why the fuck did I pick this movie? It took 5 minutes. And I was like, oh my gosh, this movie is way worse than I remember. And I ruined the whole franchise for this dude. He'll never watch another Jason movie again in his life because I started him with this one. And that's fair. I wouldn't either.
Man, it's just I can't talk bad about this movie, though. I really honestly can't because
Can you talk good about it?
No, I can't talk good about it. I really honestly can't because Brad, you know this, the first ever Slash It Out we've ever had on this channel. Quick trivia. What was our first Slash It Out on this channel?
It's Jason versus Part 5. Or you know what I mean, but the people probably don't.
Halloween 5 versus Jason Takes Manhattan. Which I'll tell you this, Jason Takes Manhattan always wins that fight. But I'll just tell you, but doing the research behind this movie and what this movie honestly really tried to be, man, there was so much potential for this movie. It's just it got held back by MPAA again. So it got held back by that. It got held back because they didn't have another budget to shoot in New York. Which, gosh almighty, if I had the budget to go to New York, it would have been right in the middle of the pack of the Friday. I'm not admitting that this is like the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's in the towards the low middle part of the pack with my ranking, but I will never like truly talk bad about this movie like you guys are going to talk bad about it. I can't personally do that.
You can't give a movie credit for what it could have been. I could write a script about Jason being in Star Wars. Well, they did that already too. But you know what I mean? Like you can write a script for anything. Doesn't mean you can do it, and it doesn't make the movie any better when it finally comes out. So
you wouldn't love if Jason boxed with Julius in Madison Square Garden.
It didn't happen. You can talk about it all day.
It did happen,
but you can't rate the movie based on that.
I'm not rating.
If it happens,
I'm not going to talk bad about it because of that.
I'm going to come through the screen and jerk both of you clean off.
Well, then we're all coming through screens.
We don't give a shit about about what it could have been. You know, listen, honestly, it would have been bad. It would have been worse if he had gotten to arm wrestle Julius or box him in Madison Square Garden or whatever. It's fucking hilarious that he got to box him on a rooftop and Julius just wears himself out and Jason's like, all right, cool, you had enough? Yeah. And then punches his fucking head off. That's what makes it hilarious. That's what makes it fun. If they try to take it too seriously, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's it, man. Grab his dick and jerk it
towards the old. But no,
but yeah, this movie couldn't even afford its rights to its own fucking franchise, Bertie. The flashbacks were fucking. They reshot Jason drowning with hair and shit. Like I'm
sure the kid had hair at one point.
Not okay. We've already seen him drown him. Why reshoot that? This movie actually at the time, I think. Now you could correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure at this point in the franchise, this movie had the highest budget of any movie in the franchise at $5 million. I'm pretty sure. And it.
You know what? Can we just cut the shit and show us what actually brought this movie to life? Which I believe was
a bunch of weed.
Freddy vs. Jason had the highest budget.
Up until this point, Bertie. Up to this point.
But I believe that there was a tour or something like that the producers and the writers really took notice of. Am I wrong in that, Bertie?
Wait, say that again. I'm like doing this research.
This movie was inspired by a tour that the writers and producers actually came across. Am I wrong in that?
No, I think I heard a story like that at one point, and that's true. I think that's where they had the whole idea with the boats in Manhattan, because again, they don't. Oh my god, I knew where you.
That's what I thought.
With that shit.
And I think that's exactly what happened here. Okay, because this is the only tour where the geography doesn't make any sense, and nobody really cares. Okay. I think it's a must do if you're alive, as we can see right there. Life jackets are not included. And here, look, one guy.
You're gonna die before you hit the water.
This is my favorite thing at the bottom. A solid one person gave it a review. Said, "I like how it just sort of happens."
But Brad, you are correct though. This movie at this point had the highest budget with $5 million, and it made $6 million on opening weekend.
Good for it.
Okay,
that's $6 million regretted dollars, I believe, wholeheartedly.
Look at this other review down here. There's a customer who said the map doesn't even line up, not even a little. You see, and this is what you guys have to do, Brad. This is what you have to do when you're watching this movie. Look at that down at the bottom. Don't think, just get on the boat. You see what I'm saying? This is exactly. This is what you have to. You have to. You see, there's another review down here at the bottom. My kid asked how we got here. I just told him to shut up. Right?
And here's two. Go ahead. Can finish the review here for this.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, the tour highlights. It's a 3-hour boat ride that makes no sense. Fun facts that are wrong. Jason might murder you, but hey, it's part of the experience. Souvenirs you don't need and stunning views you won't live to post about. I mean, I don't know how anybody. And then even look right here. This is from Jason himself, the tour guide. If you'll look to your left, you'll see the Statue of Liberty. We think it might be something else. You know what I'm saying? I just think this is just a great way to spend a family vacation, and this is what actually inspired the writers to actually consider this.
But yes. But Chris, since we're at it, or you're on one right now, what did your lovely notes from the original Friday the 13th review for Part 8 said? I'm sure you have some good shit. And was this the famous episode with the beans farts and beans and cheese?
It was, and I highly recommend. That was this one. Yes, because Birdie. This is the one where Birdie said, "I said, how the fuck does Crystal Lake even reach New York City?" And Brad immediately shut it down and was like, "Listen, we're not even going to talk about that. We're not even going to talk about it." And Birdie goes, "Well, we don't really understand the study of land and bullshit."
And we still don't understand the land and bullshit. It's still a true thing because, like, I'm sure all body of water connects to something.
Yeah, we don't really know, but I think Brad would have liked it more if we stuck with the original title, which was Part 8. Jason briefly commandeers a small shipping vessel, which is better than Jason takes Manhattan, which is a little more. A little bit more. A little more realistic. I wrote. How is this boat tugging?
Of course, he had to freaking lag out at the most best time ever.
It is, dude.
So you gotta repeat.
They have this full electrical cable at the. What the fuck is the boat? Why is this boat tugging on an electrical cable, and what the fuck is it doing there? Yeah, 7 movies of practice, and you miss. Oh, it's because Jason misses him with the harpoon gun at the beginning or whatever. Yeah, 7 movies of practice, and you miss. And then actually, Brad made this joke in Part 7 back in the day, but I always thought that the captain's son on the boat looked like Lloyd Christmas. You know the scene whenever his because I wrote it in one of my notes was, "I hereby give up commands to my son Lloyd Christmas." Yep, Joan Jett is on board, and then we could have ended the whole movie if they just lured Jason onto the fucking dance floor. If we just got him grooving a little bit, dude, I think he stays on that 80s dance floor, just fucking vibing out there, man.
I still have that picture. We showed it when you're zapping. You phased out or
okay, it. Yeah. Yeah. I wrote, "It's a ship. How is no one hearing these screams?" That's something for the logic police there.
Yes.
I've had deeper cuts shaving my throat. There's a bunch on here. I said Birdie is a more convincing thug than what we got in New York City.
He was, dude. We got to play that skit tonight, dude, on this show because it's only like a minute. It's worth it, I think.
Oh, definitely. Especially with that one particular thing that only took us one take.
Yeah, I think, Bertie, we can get that pulled up at some point tonight. Just throw it in there. It doesn't have to be right now.
I'll get something pulled up at some point tonight, but
I bet you will.
You know, anyway, one of my favorite fucking parts is my favorite parts is that once they actually make it to shore, it goes so fucking haywire that nothing makes sense. Remember when the girl gets shot up with heroin, and then they pick her as the one to drive the car?
Yes, dude, that was fucking insane.
Drives the car.
And she runs right into the wall.
She's at 80 miles an hour. She doesn't even crack the throttle, dude. They just bash into the wall, and then she gets out, and not a single person has a broken nose, nothing. Everyone's alive.
Well, to be fair, her modeling life fucking died. She died. And it was this. I didn't even realize she died. She's like an important character in the movie, like probably the most important character in the movie because she's better than Rennie and everybody else for that matter. And she fucking died instantly in the car wreck, and nobody even knew she died. That's the car blew up. The car blew up, but still, it was kind of crazy.
This though, like, and what didn't make sense about that too? Yeah, let's let the person who got fucking drugged by some drug addicts in New York fucking drive. Like,
well, that's what Chris just said.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was paying attention to something else.
I said, I mean, even before then, I said, how the fuck is this broad running with a vein full of heroin? I said, suddenly he's deformed.
If you're on heroin, you can probably do anything you want. That's what the drugs tell you, at least.
I think heroin is the. I think correct me if I'm wrong here, Brad, but is heroin not like the biggest depressant of all time? It's not a stimulant in any regard.
It's think Jesse and Breaking Bad when he's floating. You know, that's exactly probably what it is. And then
I've never seen someone do heroin. Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I can get up and do anything." You see them and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome."
They're out. Yeah, they're slumped over in the fucking chair with their head on the ground. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So. Yes.
Real quick before that next thought, I did share Nick Cooling's brand new YouTube channel. I got it pinned, so please give him a subscribe when you can, because I did promise him I'd help him promote. Nick is one of the great friends of our channel that we started our whole YouTube channel with, so he would definitely appreciate if you give him a subscribe on his second channel.
Appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely.
I think Cole's trying to bring in the queef leaders here, man. I mean, I don't even know.
Is that what?
What?
Oh, sorry. Wrong comment.
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, how did you get queef out of that one? Yeah, man. I don't honestly, Cole, I don't know where the fucking queef leaders went, man. I mean, my girls were in here week in and week out with me. And then they just kind of let it go. So I let it go, man. But they're still here somewhere.
If Cole, go find them. That's your job. Go recruit them back to the channel, Cole. We need to get up to 20 people here. Hey, I want to get back
really here, man.
We did have 20 people here, but
here's
Leanna. There's Leanna. What's going on there, Leanna?
We're halfway.
And I keep getting errors. I know Brett twerks for them. That's probably why I shut it off anytime there's a word twerk. No super chat because I'm still in my training. I'm on finally step number 5 of the 5 methods of twerking. And so once I master that 5th thing, then I'll twerk.
Yes. Anyway, we'll get back to the 5th. Let's get back to the beginning of the movie here, okay? Because this is one thing I want to talk about. I talked about it earlier. This is the 2nd movie in a row that starts with Jason at the bottom of the lake. 3rd movie in a row where he gets resurrected, and really that should probably be a once in a lifetime opportunity. But in this case, he gets resurrected via anchor. Scraping across the bottom of the lake, hitting a power line from a boat that probably should have already been anchored because people are already naked in it. So I always thought that was entertaining. It was dumb as hell. He's sitting there under that deck. He's got his arm out, and he's like, "How long has this dude been sitting here?" Long enough for his finger meat to grow back, because when he climbs up on the boat, his bones are gone and his meat's back on his muscles.
Well, I'll tell you this, though. Do you know what the main takeaway for me with that opening scene is now? Just now thinking about it. If you all are fans of the Lost Boys, I think you're going to get this one. Didn't those 2 people look like some of the hidden Lost cast members of the Lost Boys with how ridiculous their hair is? Even though I'm pretty sure that guy was like a Timu version of freaking Michael from the Lost Boys. with the way he had his hair.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That guy was a fucking idiot, dude. That guy was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, thank God he wasn't in the Lost Boys at that time. But but no, it's ridiculous. Even though you got to admit one thing about Part 8, it fucking had a camp.
Technically, in the background, which what happened to Forrest Green, I don't know. But this guy has a naked girl in his boat, and then leaves.
Well, he's trying to play pranks the whole time. You'd think that they would just be in there.
Boobs were out. Titties were out, Bertie.
That'd be a t-shirt. Pranks can wait. Titties are out.
100%.
It could be, man. Hey, unless, you know what? Except for this guy and for fucking Shelly, dude. They're the only two that would be like, hey, man, it's getting too serious in here. I better pull out a prank.
Titties were out. This guy's like, okay, I gotta go put the anchor down, which, by the way, they're in Crystal Lake. And if they've been coasting free ball the whole time that we just saw them, just the time that we saw them, they'd probably be running ashore. But he goes, he puts the anchor down, and then he comes back. And instead of immediately going to the lady with the titties out, which is what I think all three of us would do, and probably most people in the chat
I'll probably
that don't have
a sandwich if and I'll go.
I ain't eating anything.
I gotta feel up.
Yes. So we'll go in there and make.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you talking about? I just wanted to, for the sake of clarity, you said you wanted to eat a sandwich. Were you talking about an ass sandwich, or are we talking about a physical, like ham and cheese?
I'm not going to describe such graphic detail you just said on air. That is our private account. I might say something along those lines.
My man likes to stick to ambiguity. It's yes, 100%. I think most people, we could probably put a poll up. We won't do it, but I think if you would rather, put on a Jason mask and scare somebody, or go straight to the lady with the titties out, I think we know the answer to this. So I think it's very wise.
But what about this handsome mug, though? Let's go ahead and talk about this handsome mug. This
Horrible.
Part 8 mask.
Horrible mask.
Look, it has the fucking axe right there, so it's continuity right there. And it looks like Jason's been doing a lot of cigarettes and putting that mask underneath his bed, like, in Halloween 2's mask ordeal. So, like, come on, look at this handsome little mug. But what about freaking Kane Hodder in this one, too?
Horrible.
You'd probably say his, like, the worst performance, or the third worst, or like...
For Kane Hodder specifically, performance-wise, I mean, he didn't really have a lot to do in 9. I don't even think you compare him to that. But I think in this movie, this is my least favorite Jason across the board. This is my least. I hate it. The mask is horrible. It has like the nets in the eyes or whatever to cover his eyes up. It just looks like ass. Slimy, slippery, slobbery. A stark departure from 7.
Okay.
Yeah, honey, he's been under the fucking water for how many months?
For 6 days, and now he's grown meat back. Like, it was like 7, you could see his spine, you could see his finger bones, and now he's got his fingers look like mine when he climbs up. Yes, it's very
fucking Tina telekinetic his fucking skin back on. What are we talking about here, man? Let it go, baby. There's no,
let's talk about the big elf in the room that pisses Brett off. This guy,
he's got a damn elephant trunk on him. He saw the bulge when he was climbing up the rope on the side, and you're upset about it, man. So was I.
No, he's going to be more upset about this. Like, Jason is always fucking wet in this movie,
wet and slimy,
which I can absolutely defend. Why he's always
tried.
No, bro, there's no trying. There's always there's no try. There's do, and he does it. He came from the lake. Of course, he's going to be fucking wet on that one. He swam from that boat onto another boat. He's going to be wet. He was in a fucking sauna. He's going to be fucking sweating a fucking meat hole.
Bro, the sauna's the driest place on planet fucking Earth.
God,
bro, yes, it is.
Sauna. Like,
have you ever been in a sauna?
I fucking sweat.
Have you ever been in a sauna? It's literally dry ass heat.
No,
it's 100,
and that's out the badness in you.
You sweat because it's hot, but it doesn't mean it's a moisture and rich environment, Bertie. Well, you go in
a good one.
I've been to many saunas. A sauna is a regular thing for me. It's as dry as dry gets. It's like being in Vegas in the middle of August, and I've been there too. It's fucking dry.
Fine, we'll skip the sauna.
I don't know if it's that dry or not.
Motherfucker still was outside of the boat where it was fucking piss poor raining in the middle of the ocean. Then he swam from that crushing down of a boat, swam to fucking Manhattan, and then there was that ordeal. He got covered in slime, so of course he's always wet. There is a logical explanation for that.
Where did he get covered in slime at? He swam for 5 minutes.
I think that it was tours of New York where they had some magical way of.
Okay, well, explain this, Bertie. Before they even got to New York, whenever he checked on Melinda's ass or Julia's ass or whatever their name is, the bitch ass girl in this movie, he goes in there and punches a hole in the door. Probably about an hour later, her friend comes in there to check on her. Hey, are you alive in there? She's not. And then there's like literally slime oozing down from the hole in the wall that Jason punched in through the door. Goofy as fuck. The dude swam in the water for 5 minutes by the time he rolled that boat up and climbed up the rope. By the time he would have been up to the top of that rope, he would have been dry as a mofo because of, just fucking.
I think, listen.
Let's put you in the middle of the fucking ocean with a fucking Jason.
Could it be that it's allegorical?
Manhattan.
Because some of us are wet the whole time we watch the movie, so maybe it's allegorical for us as viewers.
I knew Chris was going to do a wet fucking joke. He's been thinking about Tamara and that fucking biology project on her.
Tamara was her name. Is Tamara home?
No, I'll tell you what. Just to spice it up a little bit. You're talking about him swimming. Do you guys remember the concept that we had when we did the first review series?
And let's be real. Jason can't swim. If he could swim, there wouldn't be a fucking franchise. Anyway, go ahead.
That is very true. Anyways. It says Jason. We had Jason part 8.25, and it was just an hour and a half that it took for him once he gets off the ship. You know how they have that, like the scenes they don't show you in movies. There was a whole hour and a half movie of him just swimming vigorously to try and catch up with the boat.
Kind of look like the Pirates of the Caribbean ones, like where the skeletons are walking underneath the water the first time with how freaking slow.
Oh yeah, but no, he's just swimming vigorously the whole time, trying to fucking catch up.
And he can't swim. This guy's never been able to swim in his life. It's which is fine.
Teleported through the water.
Oh, yeah, that's the only lot. And speaking of teleportation, that takes stronghold in this movie. This guy's teleporting all over the fucking place in this movie. He's going from poles to lights to he's going from windows to streets, restaurants. He's popping in there. You name it, he teleports it.
Yeah, I mean, look right here. It's Liquid Jason. This is the J1000. You know what I mean of Jason's. That's just how it is.
I've never once 100%. Yes, that's spot on. He's the J. He's leaving DNA. I've never once gotten out of pool and then 4 hours later I'm just slopping around all over, dropping juices. Okay, well.
Brother, you haven't lived. What are we talking about?
Anyway, no, it's not realistic.
Oh man, dude, yeah. What about freaking Uncle Charles right here? I'll tell you one thing: Uncle Charles had it coming. Like Uncle Charles was just a very weird character. Like he got fucking he was going to get it on with his freaking biology on with Tamara to learning how to discover the anatomy of the human whole first before next week's show about the anatomy of the human whole. And then he's freaking obsessed with his niece or something like that. So like he was a weird dude. So he did get what he got coming to him and getting drowned in that toxic waste. That was just randomly hanging out in New York.
Yeah, I don't know where the toxic waste came, but honestly, I think he's kind of like Dr. Cruz. He's a character that's at least entertaining compared to a lot of these characters in the movie. And you know what? He showed some restraint when Tamara tried to do him dirty. Yeah, with the biology stuff. I think he at least showed some restraint, which is good. Could have been worse. I think. Yeah. What's crazy about him is I think he never really does anything inherently bad that I remember. He's just kind of a dick.
Remember the fucking rainy flashback with?
Oh yeah, well I mean besides that, but I mean in the
yes, ass into the lake.
Yes, but I mean like in the present moment, he's a little overbearing. He yells at people from time to time. He's strict. He's a hard ass, but he's not like Dr. Cruz. He doesn't sacrifice somebody to Jason.
No,
is what I mean. But he definitely an asshole for sure.
And let me read a quick $2 super chat from Cody Snyder. Cody Snyder, what's up? $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, which one of you would skydive with me? Chris? Oh, it would definitely be Chris, because fuck no on that. And I could already tell
Chris ain't doing it.
Brad won't, because you're scared of heights.
I am scared of heights. I probably won't do it. I used to want to do it. Chris wouldn't do it. Chris didn't come whitewater rafting with us that one time, so I don't.
I was so fucking hungover, dude.
You and my brother were probably just sitting there all day, fucking watching Love together. Anyway, all right.
No, that was Aaron all night long. He must have watched it 3 times over. But yes, Cody, absolutely. I would skydive in a heartbeat. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Load it up. Tell me where to be. We'll go. Will they let us bring beer on the plane?
I will go indoor skydiving. I will do that.
Oh, Mel, we got to hold him to that.
But no, that's the thing with this movie. Where in the hell do we want to go next? Because I will say this, though, when it comes to deaths, this is the most deaths we've had in the movie so far. It reads on here 20, but you got to take into account that Jason wiped out all the other students on this boat before it sank. So more than likely, he probably killed like at least 50 people in this movie.
50 people? There was like 5 people in the movie. 10 people tops.
This whole senior class was on that boat.
We didn't see any of them. None of those people count.
You just have to play the mind right there.
No,
Birdie, could you remind us one more time?
To put extras in it. There's like 10 people in the movie.
Fine. The website says 20. We'll go by 20, even though I think at least should be 21, because Jason, I think from what I heard from the uncut version, was killing the dance floor.
Touche.
Oh yeah, 100%. He murdered it.
Credits due.
Oh
yes.
Oh, Brad, did you delete it? Oh no, here it is.
See, look at that. This movie could have been over so quickly if they just lured him onto the dance floor. Look at this. The whole movie's over. Roll credits after this. He doesn't kill anybody. And you look at him, Brad. He's still so fucking
I feel like I've had a dream about this once. I know.
God, man, that's getting me. You know what I mean? He's just, yeah. Now, Birdie, could you remind us all one last time, what's the sound of that guitar kill? There we go. I think last time he went "Gajow."
Oh, the next time I'm sure it's going to be Brad's going to know about this. Those
are fucking banjos.
Well, hey, we might as well hand him a banjo. That would have been more funny. But like, even though good kill, JJ right there, good kill.
I got 2 questions about this ship in general.
Okay.
A, the basement of this ship has more stories than the ship itself has somehow.
Well, that's normal. You've been on a cruise.
I've never seen a single floor of a cruise have more total stories than the entire ship combined. But yes, but 2, besides that, where does this dog go take a shit at on this thing?
You just gotta get.
What are you talking about?
You gotta get on the edge of the boat.
In the room.
You gotta squeal down.
Liana, if you're still here,
while you're up there, you got $5. $5. This guy's twerking, dude. He's already in position. Make it $3.
What are you talking about? Twerking. Come on, man. At least take your fucking shirt off. We got people here that want to.
I'm still mastering twerk method number 5, so let me do that real quick. No, I was just showing you how the dog would poo. It's just on the edge of the boat, and then that'd be all perfectly good.
Now, this is a line.
Just out of curiosity, maybe you could just learn to wild boy, and then you won't have to worry about any of the other stuff.
Fuck me running.
There it is, Chris. There it is. There it is, Birdie.
Birdie, check it. So listen, all you have to do is do that thing where they lay on their back and you put your feet up in the air like this and somehow wiggle your legs and make. All right. Worth every penny. Got his fucking ass. Yeah.
I'll give that one a 5 out of 10. I'll give that a 5 out of 10.
Hey, guess what? Probably you rate this movie a lot higher than that twerk right there.
Is Ashton still here? That's gonna fucking hate that.
Yeah.
It's better than before the first time was a 2 out of 10.
Jay Uso had his eating, and now I have my twerking.
Birdie, I'll give you I'll definitely give you that was much improved over your first batch of twerks.
I appreciate that, and my knees still hurt.
I will say that,
even though I lost weight. But anyway,
okay, man.
let's go from we got a couple. We got to get this going here, but we got all the stuff on the boat, and we're finally in Vancouver. Excuse me, Manhattan is where we're at right now, and we got freaking people getting mugged. We got to throw that in there. In fact, there goes some mugging in New York. We got Rainey fucking getting high, like by Freddy, and go, let's get high. She gets fucking high. Jason becomes an anti-hero all of a sudden, and then of course we get the great shot of Jason in downtown Manhattan. Or downtown New York. That to me is a great shot. You got to admit that. And he also kicked random people's fucking boom boxes.
Yeah, and I'll say this, I feel like I've said this exact same thing before. I'm going to say it again. You could put every good moment of this movie in a 60-second TikTok and maybe have some time to spare. I think that is 100% accurate. Yes, a couple of those shots.
Yeah, fantastic. That's right, because they did have a fucking rip off of fucking Crazy Ralph on that ship.
It wasn't a rip off. It was a fucking. It was a spin-off. It was an offspring, if you will, of Jason the original. Because you got to remember, we're in 2033 now, chronologically speaking. So Ralph's kids are out there doing shit.
Oh my gosh!
Do you remember? This is a big point of contention with me and Brad. You remember when they're on the boat, all the shit happens, and then they don't even like know that they're in New York. They like look outside and they're like, "Oh my God, look!" Like as they're passing the Statue of Liberty. Anyone who's ever been to New York will tell you, like, you see the lights long before you see the statue. That's still so fucking funny to me. And meanwhile, they're like, "Oh, we made it, whatever." Okay. Now keep in mind, somewhere back there, a few miles back, Jason vigorously swimming.
I'm pretty
just
sure
trying to get there.
Too. He was like,
oh yeah, probably by that point he's just switching it over. I don't know, Mel. Which one do you tire out from first, the backstroke or the fucking breaststroke? I don't know. Anyways, he's switching it up back there, man. You think so? Mm-hmm. Just because you tire out the quickest on that doesn't mean that everybody else does, man.
But yeah. See, I knew Melody would say breaststroke. Definitely breast.
No, you're not wrong. Okay, well, good on you, bud.
But anyways, anything else? Because I'm kind of just like don't want to get to the whole sewer thing. Because I'll be honest with you, I can't defend any of that shit. Even though that Jason looks like the fucking putty from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I always like to call it. Or Brad, what do you famously call him?
A fucking idiot.
No,
this thing looks down in the sewer.
It's what do you call him? You literally said it earlier.
The chiclet boy. Yeah,
chiclet boy. Yeah,
he's sitting there.
What is that sound that comes at the end?
He's got water spitting out of his hair. Yeah, and there's a guy surfing on his tongue like fucking Escape from L.A. No, it's no good. Chris, you ever take cocaine on a school trip?
I haven't before. No.
Okay. Well, I thought it was interesting that these chicks did.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Also, that they shot a little bit of a porno en route to NYC. Yeah.
Let's not forget about the attempted murder when they threw that chick off the boat. Luckily, it was stationary and wasn't moving in the slightest, but it was, all good there.
Where the hell are we talking about now?
They throw the chicks. What's her name? The one with the red dress on. They're snorting cocaine, and they push Rennie in the ocean.
Yeah.
Which instant murder most of the time, but luckily this boat wasn't moving in the slightest. It was just completely stationary, so they were able to save her.
That's the only saving grace is that they were stationary. And then
she didn't throw Rennie in; she accidentally knocked her over. There's a difference, Brad.
Accidentally knocked her over.
Yeah, it's the freaking accident. But no, we get all that.
Let's try this on for size. So we're moving to the next part right here. No one notices the guy playing out for goalie on the subway.
Dude, And this guy, nobody smells this guy. Case in point, nobody smells this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's been in the lake now for what, 16 out of the last 17 years he's been at the bottom of the lake.
Oh, shit.
And nobody smells this guy.
People are probably just used to the smell and some ridiculous shit. So they, like, hell, fucking the MCU, like, New York is like the most dangerous, pretty much New York is like the most dangerous place in fiction history, if you ask me. Like, plus, like, they've seen some weird shit anyway and smell some weird shit, so they probably weren't fazed by Jason.
I mean, Brad and I can both attest to that. Yeah, there is some pretty funky smells in the New York subway.
But not Jason funky.
Yeah. No, probably nothing that bad. Although I did get on there one time late at night, and some girl seemingly had just left a rave, was dressed as such, fucking puked all over the car that I was in. We came to a stop. Dude, all the puke comes rolling down to the bottom of the car where I was. Got up. I've never gotten off at a wrong stop so quickly in all my life. I was like, nope, hard pass. I'm out of here, man.
Oh my god!
Were you there then, Brad?
No, I don't think that was me.
Okay.
But no, but another thing too with the subway train, I will say this: do y'all notice when the train freaking hits its brakes, Kane Hodder was supposed to sit still, but his ass knocked over too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, so God, like, why did they not try to film that event, like, you know, with him trying to stay up? Why did they probably had that part, like, no, it would just be a lot funnier if he just got knocked on his ass. But no, anything else about this movie?
Birdie, have you?
It sounds like you all just got your major angst out at the very beginning.
No, man, I mean, I think that it's, we also have the bit where, what is the dynamic between the guy that
get that loaded?
Oh, the guy that gets thrown into the window. Is it the guy who came back to play Jason and Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah. It was the diner scene where the cook, that was Jason Voorhees from Freddy versus Jason. But it was hilarious that Kane Hodder got fucked, but at least Kane Hodder said, I got to kill that fucker on screen.
Oh, yeah.
But did he get fucked or did they just get recasted? Like, honestly, like Jason, he was never the original Jason, you know? Like, it's not like he's his character.
No, and I mean, the big thing was that with having him and Robert Englund on screen at the same time, they needed someone that was extremely physically imposing to Robert Englund, right? And Kane Hodder is really just not that, you know, a great physical actor. But yeah, he's short. He's just not that physically imposing toe-to-toe with Robert Englund. So I think that was a big part of the problem.
I don't think Kane look, everybody like, oh, Kane Hodder's guy, he played in the shittiest movie of the franchise. And that's not me saying Kane sucks. I think he's a cool dude.
Yes.
But he's not Jason. He's nowhere near my top of the list in any of his portrayals. I guess part 7 is probably, you know, number 4, but that's as close as he gets. So no, you know, whatever. And it's not necessarily his acting or whatever. It's the movies. I get that. Not trying to talk shit about the guy. I know the guy loves the franchise, but yeah, it's not his role to lose. He got to play it for more movies than a lot of people did. But it's not. He's not Jason, so to speak. In my
that's fair. But anything else like the other thing I gotta mention too is of course we got freaking the Will Smith song on that boombox, and then of course we got The Darkest Side. Too. Those two were very good songs.
That's not a Will Smith song, is it?
It sounds like fucking
Will Smith.
It sounds like fucking Timu Will Smith at least, but
get the crack don't get you, then the hookers will.
It does it not literally sound like him though? Like, we're gonna go with the skit because I got the skit ready to go.
Yeah, I mean it does kind of. I'll give you that much. Yeah,
I got the skit ready to go. You'll hear it.
All right, yes, let's do the skit.
Yeah, you want to do the skit because I feel like we're at a point we have nothing else to talk about with this movie. But let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Oh, actually, nope, I do not want to pull that up. Let's see here. We'll stop screen. We'll share screen. We'll go here. We'll bigotize this shit. All right, here we go. Here's the skit. We'll do the skit. We'll do our ratings, and then we'll just send on everybody on out here. So here we go.
Living in the city. 2021, dude. That's 5 years ago.
God, that's wild. Don't remind me.
Tiny ass little boombox.
What's your problem, bro? We're trying to have a good time. Nope.
And look, I almost got Jackson with a knife.
How's it? You know what? I don't need my knife against you.
We left that in.
I know, man.
Hands. Put them up. All right, fine. I'll make the first move.
It's pretty good editing, Chris.
Thanks, man.
I'm a lot more fit since I was then.
What'd you say?
I'm a lot more fit now than I was in this skit.
Oh.
Fucking.
Take your best shot.
It took us first take 2, 1 watermelon, 1 take.
There's actually 2 takes.
Oh, actually, yeah, because we did it so perfectly the first time that the watermelon or the cantaloupe or the watermelon didn't even fucking break. So we did it again, and then the second time.
That is true. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did not break the first time. We're like, fuck it, we got to go. Actually, there used to be a. There's a photo floating around somewhere where we painted it around a set of glasses so that it would look.
I have the picture. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a fucking watermelon. But it was good, man. It was good. Second try, we got it. I think it's great. Yeah, but thank God you didn't stab Jackson. Yeah, while trying to run out of there. Yeah.
and then of course, Eric's wife got so fucking nervous that she tripped over a plant.
That is true.
Well,
yeah,
she does that when she's not nervous too.
True that. But gentlemen, anything else about this movie before we wrap it up?
No, man. I just think that it's just so bad that it's good. I can actually have fun with this one, and we'll get to the dog shit from a horse's ass next week.
Yeah. And then Brad, anything else? Did you get all your anger out?
Yeah, I'm good with it, man. I'm good with it. Next week's part 9. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. So let's go ahead with this particular one. Let me remove the banner real quick so we get through it. Who's our most stupendous counselor in Jason Takes Manhattan? Which is the best character in this movie? Good luck with that.
God. Oh gosh, who do you go with? These characters are horrendous. Yes. Thank you for saving me there. Yes, 100%. Yes.
I was going to knock your head off if you didn't say Julius.
Yeah, that's the easy answer now that you mention it.
The most memorable, I would say, he definitely has the best kill, but yeah, really the most heart as well. So yeah, that's an easy. Yeah.
I would also give an honorable mention to JJ, the guitarist, too, because she was fucking a hoot to kick with.
I don't know who the fuck.
Oh yeah,
is. I mean, obviously I remember.
Joan Jett, baby. Why do you think they call her JJ?
Timu version of Joan Jett, because she had a bad reputation. That's why. Ha. Anyways, bad pun. Moving on. Who's our dead fuck in this? Who's our
the whole fucking cast is the dead fuck in this movie, Bert. If I had to pick somebody specifically,
worst character.
I could tell you the most useless character is that mechanic they have roaming around. The worst one though was probably
the opening kill. Man, come on, just tell it like it is.
Yeah. That motherfucking dingaling that leaves the titties for the anchor.
Michael from the Lost Boys.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say it's the girl too, because she is the worst player in hide and seek's history.
She was sitting down there too, so calmly. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." what movie am I going to catch tonight? You know what I mean? Like it was like horrendous. The whole opening was horrendous.
Oh, what was the waiting moment?
Yeah, Charles is pretty bad too.
Movie?
Look, no, Charles is it depends on how you define worst character, right? The worst guy in the movie is obviously Charles, but is he also the most memorable character in the movie? Yes. So I'm not going to say Charles. No. Because when I answer this question, it's who fucking like sucks. Like who could have been cut from this movie and probably made it better.
A lot of people are saying Charles in the chat.
Yeah, well,
Charles. Yeah.
But Brad, what was the waiting moment in this movie? You know, we usually kind of catch on like a moment in the film where somebody's just waiting until somebody else shows up. Do we have a moment like that? Because nothing comes to the top of my head on that one.
No, I mean, I think the equivalent in this one is just Jason swimming vigorously for hours upon hours.
Jason,
or trying to catch back up the boat to arrive. The boat to arrive to New York too.
Yeah, Jason was under the water for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our worst characters. We got our best characters. Let's do our second kill of the week. Let me go ahead and show it right there. So we take the top two and we advance it into the tourney. So number 1, JJ. You got to type the number 1 for vote for JJ. Number 2 from Random Dude, Sauna Rock. Number 3, Eva, the strangulation from the dance floor. And number 4, Julius, the KO punch. Or as some people call it, Falcon Punch. If you're a Smash Brothers fan, you know what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and load up yet again our rating system here. So let's go in here. Nope. Yay. Here we go. Let me pull that up right there. So, Brad, you get to go first. How would you rate Jason and Jason Takes Manhattan?
2.
Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell? There it is. So you go with a 2. I'm just gonna go. I'll go 5.
Easy enough. That's what I was gonna say. I'll put him right in the middle. I'll put him at 5.
Alrighty, but Chris, what about the final girl, Rainey? What do you think about her?
You know, I'm gonna go with my heart here, and I'm gonna go with a 3.5.
3.5. I'll just do a solid 3.
Give me another 2. Give me another 2 with Rennie.
And what do you do with kills, Brad?
Nothing super memorable. Nothing particularly good. 4.
4? I completely find that the opposite. I'm going to go 7.5. I definitely remember a good chunk of the kills in this movie. So if I remember a good chunk of kills in this movie, I'm going to just rate your kills high.
Name 3 of them.
Oh, 3? Simple. The sauna kill, the mirror shark kill, and then the KO punch by Julius.
Touche. Yeah,
I can keep going.
There's probably about 5 that's decent. But your good point, the Julius kill does bring it up. So give me a 5.
Chris?
Oddly enough, I was going to say 6 the whole time. So that's where I'm at.
And then what about characters, Chris?
Yeah, characters, man. There's just not a lot to go around as much as I, enjoy it. There's not a lot of people to care about in here, or really connect with. I'm probably going to say, fuck, man, I'm going to give it a 4, and I think that's very generous.
All right. Well, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be generous because I'm going to give this a 2. Girls are pretty. Yeah. Julius with his kill. Other than that, don't give a shit.
I agree with you, Bertie. I think I would lean more towards that 2 territory here as well.
Alrighty. And what about atmosphere, Brad?
Give me a 1 here. Not good.
Damn, I was going to give it at least a 4 because, Vancouver's a nice city. And plus, we get that shot in Town Square, too, which you got to give it credit for that. That whole setting right there was badass.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to give it I'm going to give it a 1. I think it really shits on everything that has come before it. And as much as I have fun with it and everything, I just don't think that the taking trying to take this franchise into Manhattan was the deal.
Alrighty, and then Chris, lastly, how about the rewatchability factor?
Now I'm gonna catch some shit for this one. Give me a 7.5.
Oh, this motherfucker.
I'm sorry, man. You know what? It's so fucking stupid. I could find myself watching this one without watching anything else in the franchise. Just to put it on to have something stupid on, man.
Couple gummies, dude. Couple gummies, maybe.
Oh God, get the fuck out of here! What are you talking about? Yeah, man, absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 6 for the fact that I just have like a soft spot for this movie. So with all the research and just everything, what this movie could have been, I just feel bad for it. So I give it a 6.
Give me another 2 here. I think this movie is atrociously boring. Yes, I've seen it a lot of more times than a lot of movies that are way better than
Interstellar and Oppenheimer combined.
Yes, but that's only because I'm just such a nerd for this franchise. And I feel like every time I start the franchise, I got to finish it. But the movie sucks ass. It's boring as fuck. So give me like a 2.
All right. And Brad, you just let me know the score.
Yes, give me about 2 seconds here, and I'll have it for you. You can start the poll for the next one.
Well, we don't have no more polls.
Oh, for the fan chat. You already got the scores.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody is voting for Julius. So what I'm going to probably...
Oh yeah.
Okay, if one person who has not voted yet can vote for the next kill, that would be great. So we don't have to do another poll because we are on that line of where we got to get out of here.
Yeah, go ahead. Do we have for our score here? It's 3.8 out of 10, which is honestly pretty fucking epic. Yeah.
All
right. Do we have a score yet from the fans, or do we still have to do that poll?
Oh, no, for that poll, I can go ahead and give you the results right now when you're ready.
Okay, yeah. Punch that in to the ranking, and then I'm good to go for the fans, yes.
Alrighty, okay, I'll do that.
If I get any fucking A's here, Chad, I'm fucking leaving instantly, I swear. All right, give it to me.
All right, hold on. I'm going to put this up here real quick. Because officially, with the Good Will Hunting standpoint, 3.8 is now the new lowest.
Look at that.
So, there we go. Wait a minute. No. Sorry, I was just.
By the way, Birdie, we got the kill on the kill of the week too as well.
Okay, guys, I like the guitar kill, so good pick right there. So, let's see here, Chris. To answer your question, I do not know. Damn, sorry, I was just kind of distracted by that one little smart ass comment. But anyways, where are we at here? Okay, we're here. Brad, what was this? Oh, actually, let me scroll here. I'm just all out towards because I forgot. 5.7 because I forgot to write it down earlier. Let's see here. I'm going to put that right there at 5.7. All right, Brad, now we're back to you. Sorry about that. So here we go, Brad. You ready? 24 votes. Okay, so we got more votes on this one than we did in part 7, which is awesome. Okay. Thank you all so much for this. Okay, let's see here. You ready? And so if one of my mods can go ahead and boot that guy, I appreciate it. Anyway, so how do you rate Friday the 13th Part A? 24 votes, Brad. 29% give it a B.
Oh God! Thank goodness. If you're gonna say A, 29%, I was fucking gone, dude. Okay, 29% B. Okay,
alrighty. And then C, 29%.
Okay.
Alrighty. Next one is 21% A. And lastly, 21% D. And Brooke, I love you, girl. I'm glad you booted that guy. That guy was having a little too much fun.
So we have 24 votes, 29B, 29C, 21A. Oh, fuck. 21. Wait, what? Do me again?
I don't want to do you again. You got to take me out.
God, first. Please. God, I've been waiting for you to ask that all this time.
All right, Brad, you ready? 29% is B and C.
Okay.
And then 21% A and D.
There's 21%. There is 21% people say A.
Yeah, 21% did say
I'm fucking out, dude. I'm fucking out, dude.
No, you gotta give me the number first, and then you can fuck off.
Oh gosh, there's no way in the world this movie is an A. 7 out of 10 for Jason Takes Manhattan. Are y'all kidding me, guys?
Wait, what is it?
7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10? Come on.
It's still the weakest in the franchise, though. At this point,
golly,
still man. Still the weakest.
I can't wait. We're not gonna go below 7. Jason Goes to Hell is gonna be a 9.5, Birdie.
Oh no, it's fucking not.
Oh, and real quick,
Brad and I are gonna be totally reversed next week.
And real quick, the highlight of the night right there. Do me again.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
that needs to be on a
shirt. You guys want a t-shirt?
Oh man, but no, that is everything with our ratings. We'll get all that updated for you all to see next week, because yes, next week we are going to go to hell as a team, and as the people in the chat. We're all going to hell for Jason Goes to Hell, the 9th movie of the Friday the 13th. That is going to be next Thursday, 8:15 Eastern time, as we always go live now on Thursdays at 8:15 Eastern time. So
yes,
why don't
I can't
you
wait
blow
for
me,
it.
Chief?
And again, we did 2 reviews, so there's not enough time to do the final or to do the last cut. We're going to save that for next week. We'll get back on that train. Gentlemen, anything else before we get out of here?
No, I think we're ready to party.
All right, we're going to be ready to party in hell. We're going to go to hell, motherfucker.
Study your geography, and we love you all.
Study your anatomy.
Oh, and shout out to my queef leaders. It's very good to see you girls back tonight. That was pretty awesome. Thank you.
We love you, ladies. We love you guys. We love the guys too, but we love you, just in a friendship way. But anyways, we're out here. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys. We'll see you next week when we go to hell.